I think I did. Okay, let's look at this. Ooh, look at this animal. Oops, can I move this? Yeah. All right, so there's some of my images. So I'm trying to figure out how wide it is. Actually, you guys, probably I'm not sharing my screen. Let's do this. Okay, now you can see, right? Maybe. If you cannot see, you can see. Okay, great. So now I'm looking at the animal head and I'm trying. So some of you are like, wait, it's like its neck comes out like that. Yeah, you're gonna have to do a little bit of creative license to be able to put it on your head. For example, remember when I showed you the slides of the animal heads that some students did that were fish. You know, one student chose to have do it very like straightforward, coming straight up off the head as if he were the fish. The other person did fish, the entire fish body. So figure out which direction you want to go. But I'm looking at the frontal view, and in terms of height to width, I could actually like use a little piece of paper and measure. It's pretty equal. The height to width is pretty equal on this animal. And it's so important to capture that. I'm actually going to use a little piece of paper here. There's the width. I think it's just a little bit taller than it is wide. Or at least I'm going to choose that because I want to have the head. I'm going to start sort of a little bit lower. A little bit lower. So you might need a mirror sometimes when you're doing this project. I find that helps. Just so that you can understand the proportions as they're happening. And this project is also a lot like building a house. I mean, it won't take that long. We don't have that long. In that it's going to be wobbly in the beginning. It's going to be pretty wobbly in the beginning. What just happened? Let me get back to you guys. Let's stop my share. Okay, it's pretty wobbly in the beginning, and it's not going to look like anything very interesting, and you're possibly going to have some moments where you're kind of freaking out and saying like, this is just cardboard. But you have to keep going. You have to keep looking at the resource material and really think about, you know, when you're doing a drawing, a representational drawing, how it is kind of restrictive and it can be very frustrating. You should be able to add more than one image, I would think, and we've done it before in my other classes. You guys did it at the beginning of the quarter. So then there's this. I think that looks pretty good. But yeah, it's all like wobbly, but gradually it's going to start to get more solid. When you start adding more strips, because they start to support each other, and eventually I'm going to add this one more, and then I'm just, because you know you guys don't need to watch me do this, but you got to keep looking at the resource material. I'm going to leave that. I'm going to let some of it hang over the front right now because I might be able to use that when I'm doing the top of the forehead and the snout. So on Monday, we'll meet again, and I'm still going to be kind of in recovery mode, and I'd love to have we're going to have a discussion of the reading, and this time we're going to really have it because I think this inspires a lot of thought and really gets us kind of jazzed about this project, is when we think about our relationship to animals through time. So we'll have a discussion, and then I can I'll probably have some more videos to post. So my goal for you guys, you also realize you have your plaster bonanza is due on Wednesday. So you guys are going to be working on that, and I think you should be working on this too. So while the plaster is drying, bust out a collar. Okay, so here's the beginning, all right? That didn't take very long, and it's a start. Right? Can't you see it now? Can't you see my ears coming off? I might have to make some adjustments. I might have to, you know, it's a bit more narrow at the top. And, you know, I'll be able to control that by adding more and more strips until it becomes solid. So I'm going to show you guys one of my animal heads that I have here, just to prove to you that they do become pretty solid. Take my glasses off for this. I'm going to put this on. Right? Oh, yeah, this one doesn't. So look, cardboard. And if you look at the inside, you'll see that it is layers, and I know it's kind of hard to see in there, isn't it? It's just layers and layers and layers and layers. And it's pretty random. So you're building it up. You're gradually building up the form. So in the beginning, of course, you're making a framework, and then you'll start patching things in. So that's going to be it for today. So what I'm going to ask for you guys to do is upload your images of your animal to the discussion board so we can see what everybody's doing. So that'll be fun for us. And then I really want you guys to at least get a collar and some of the framing done. If you finish your plaster project, you definitely need to just start working on this, because this is our final project, and next week is dead week. So I'll be making more videos and posting them. So that you can learn how to fill in the back and start thinking about the front. But I'm only going to be doing a coyote. So you guys are going to have to look at what I'm doing and then sort of translate it to the specifics of what you need to do. So this is now almost like an independent, more of an independently driven project. I mean, they've all been pretty independent. You've had a lot of creative freedom. And I know sometimes that can be scary, but that's part of the job description, right? You guys decide. All right, so I'm gonna let you go. If anyone has any questions, homework is to do the reading, Why Look at Animals. We have our critique on Wednesday, and post your images to the discussion board, and I'll see you Monday at 10. I'll send out an announcement with a link to the demonstration videos probably by Friday morning. So if you get past this frame section, there'll be some more new things you can learn. All right? So have a great weekend. I'll talk to y'all soon. Good job.